AC voltage applied to a capacitor. Now AC supply voltage is connected with the capacitor as shown in the figure. AC supply voltage, that is Vm sin omega t. Now suppose when we switch on the circuit, then after at some instant t, charge on the capacitor is Q. So potential difference across two plates of the capacitor, that is Q by C. So we can write V equal to Q by C, and that will be equal to Vm sin omega t. So Q, that is Vm into C sin omega t. We want instantaneous current. So differentiate this equation of charge Q with respect to time t. So I, that is dq by dt. Now d by dt of Vm into C sin omega t. So Vm C as it is, differentiation of sin omega t, that is cos omega t, and of omega t, that is omega. So resultantly our equation of current, that is Vm omega C cos omega t. This Vm into omega C, that is maximum current, because when cosine is 1, you will get this maximum value of the current. So I equal to Im. Now this cos omega t, that you can rewrite as sin omega t plus pi by 2. In trigonometry you study this thing. So why we write in this manner? Because now here you can see your voltage is Vm sin omega t, your current is Im sin omega t plus pi by 2. Means at any time t, see, at any time t, the phase of voltage is omega t, but the phase of current is omega t plus pi by 2. So here we can observe this thing. In case of capacitor connected with AC voltage, the current lead the voltage by pi by 2, or in other words we can say voltage lag behind in phase equal to pi by 2 with respect to current. Okay. Now Im, that is Vm into omega C. So rewrite this equation like voltage upon something. So we can take this omega C as denominator to denominator. So we can write Vm upon 1 upon omega C. But voltage upon something, which one is giving you current? So definitely that something is the resistance. So here this 1 upon omega C, that is represented as Xc, and this Xc equal to 1 upon omega C, that is called capacitive reactance. Means that is the resistance offered to the circuit by capacitor. Now instantaneous power supplied to capacitor, power P, that is V into I. So Vm sin omega t, Im cos omega t. Then Vm Im sin omega t cos omega t multiply and divide by 2. So we can write Vm Im by 2 into 2 sin omega t cos omega t. So instantaneous power, that is Vm Im by 2 into sin 2 omega t. Now this is instantaneous power. But if we think about the average power supplied over one period or one complete cycle. So we have to take average of sin 2 omega t. But average of sin 2 omega t, that is equal to 0. Now phasor. So voltage phasor at any instant t, it is in the direction making an angle omega t with respect to x-axis. Okay. Now the magnitude of this vector, that is Vm. Now current lead the voltage by pi by 2. So current phasor is represented in the direction making an angle plus pi by 2 with respect to Vm. So the total angle of this current phasor with respect to x-axis, that is omega t plus pi by 2. So these are the phasors. Now here see, suppose we think about the graphs of voltage, current, power versus omega t. Then see V equal to Vm sine omega t. So this red curve, that is the graph of voltage. Then Im sine omega t plus pi by 2 means Im cos omega t. So this is cosine curve for current, and this is power. So current, voltage both are positive, power is positive. This. Then one positive, another negative, power negative. Again, both negative, voltage, current, both negative, power is positive. One positive, one negative, power is negative. So again here see what happens. In time interval t equal to 0 to t equal to capital T by 4 means during 1/4 part of the complete cycle, capacitor charged means capacitor absorb the energy from the source and it store the energy in the form of electric field. Then during second 1/4 cycle, capacitor will discharge and it will supply the energy to the source. Then after, the voltage cycle is changed from positive to negative. So again during that, the charging of capacitor will take place, but now the polarity of plates will be changed. So during the third 1/4 cycle, again the charging process of the capacitor will take place and capacitor will store the energy in the form of electric field. And then during fourth 1/4 cycle, the capacitor will discharge and it will supply the energy to source. And during this entire cycle, now we can say the average power that is equal to 0. Clear to all of you?